What's going on, guys? I'm SimpleSimon, and you might notice that this ain't my usual setup. In fact, it's a very different kind of setup. I'm currently hanging out in CaptainSaro's room, my girlfriend, and for a long time I've been wanting to do a series of videos about, graded comic books. In one of the videos I was going to talk about, the differences between the different grading companies and, have a look at some examples. And then obviously I was going to share my, my graded comic collection as well. But I don't know if I'll ever get around to doing those videos. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe this video will inspire me to. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my girlfriend's CGC collection. Quick shout out to my Siminions. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you're interested in exclusive members only videos, extended episodes of The Noob, and exclusive emojis, hit the join button to find out more about channel membership. But remember, your membership is not required. The best way to support the channel is by liking and commenting on videos. Before I start, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you want to show some support, give the video a like if you enjoy it, leave a comment if you wish. We're going to start off with, Cass making a cameo. Perfect. Good boy. You don't want to face the camera? All right. So the first one we're going to start off with is, a lot of people who do know us know we're both big Jenny Frison fans, and we both actually have a copy of this book. Sarah's got the Virgin variant. This is issue 1 of the Me You Love in the Dark. It's a Jenny Frison exclusive. And this book, our friend Sean from Zars Collectibles and Comics took our copies to get signed by both Jenny Frison as well as Scotty Young, who wrote this book, and he got it graded for us while he was at Heroes Con, and I got a yellow label at 9.8. Beautiful book there, absolutely stunning cover, definitely one of my favorites from Jenny Frison. It's one out of the way, let's put that back on the shelf where it belongs. All right, so she's got a whole box of her slabs here. BCW, shout out to you guys. If you guys want to sponsor the channel and send us free bags, boards and boxes, feel free to hit me up. All right, now I haven't gone through this box to see what's in here, so I actually don't know what to expect in here. I mean, I know mostly what Sarah's got, but I haven't actually looked through this box prior to this video. So first, we've got another Jenny Frison. Surprise, surprise. Catwoman number 27. Now this was actually an AOK from the one and only Unruly Simeon, who reached out to me and organized to send me a Grail book of mine. And while he was there, he threw in one of these, which I also thought was mine at first. And then he was like, no, that's for Sarah. I was like, okay, calm down. So nice Jenny Frison Catwoman cover there. Beautiful. Also in a 9.8. That's Sarah's favorite grade. She's a bit of a 9.8 snob, you know what I mean? All right, next. Oh, this is a cool one. Now this book here has a bit of story to it too. So this one here is another one of Sarah's favorite artists. The artist is Rian Gonzalez. I think she's a Filipino artist. And I remember getting this book from Slab City Comics. Is that what they're called? Slab City? We ordered this book, and I ordered a whole bunch of books, and Sarah loved this cover so much she wanted to get the graded cover of it, graded version, sorry. And it took over a year for them to send this to us, and got to a point where we almost gave up and thought, oh no, are we gonna have to ask for our money back? But the book came through. It is Silk issue number 2, and is a very cute Rian Gonzalez cover. And this is also the Virgin variant. And of course it's in a 9.8. So this is just classic. This is one of the earlier covers I remember seeing of Rian Gonzalez, like one of the earlier ones where I started to notice that Sarah was a huge fan of her. Just classic Rian with all the little cute animals on there and things like that. This is a big time collectibles and Slab City Comics exclusive. One day, my dream is to have an exclusive where I can have my logo on the back of a book. That's the dream. Again, Marvel or DC want to reach out to me, hit me up. All right. All right, next one is another Jenny Frison. Now you're gonna notice there's very few different artists in this collection of Sarah's. She really does like to focus on collecting her favorite artists. And this one here is House of Slaughter issue 1. This is the, that's right. So when I mentioned earlier in the video how I wanted to make a video about graded comics in general, I want to go on a big rant in that video about my thoughts on CGC and all that stuff. So this is House of Slaughter issue 1. This is the Jenny Ooh-sa. So I filmed this video and then found out my receiver for my microphone ran out of batteries. So only 3 slabs in, I have to start again. And I may have mentioned earlier in the video that I hadn't actually previously looked into this box, so I don't know what's coming, but well, guess what? Now I know what's coming and I know what's in the box. Anyway, where were we? Jenny Frison, 1 in 100. CGC are dumb because they don't put that on the label. I do apologize if my mood changed all of a sudden in this video. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is actually a homage, I believe, to the next slab I'm about to show you, which is also Jenny Frison, which is possibly my favorite Jenny Frison cover ever. Maybe, we'll see, I don't know. It's issue 11 to Something's Killing the Children. Just an absolute beautiful cover. Obviously, I'm a huge Jenny Frison fan. I'm a huge fan of Something's Killing the Children. And obviously, Erica Slaughter is an absolute badass. Yeah, these two books are side by side. Always look very, very cool. So yeah, that's Jenny Frison, Something's Killing the Children, issue 11, and House of Slaughter, issue 1. All right, next we've got House of Slaughter, issue 1. This is the A cover. So just before I showed you the ratio variant, this is the A cover. Again, now I don't know what I've already told you and what I haven't told you, but if you guys don't know, Sarah and I, both of our favorite series is Something's Killing the Children. So when House of Slaughter issue 1 came out, it was a big deal. It was part of the same universe, and we're all very excited for that. Sarah's jumped off House of Slaughter since. I still get it, but I reckon I'm 15 issues behind, something like that. And we're gonna keep it in that same universe. This is Something's Killing the Children, issue 12. This is a Peach Momoko cover. Now, Sarah is a big Peach Momoko fan, and this cover is actually quite a good one. I'm kind of on the fence. I like some of her stuff. I don't like all of her stuff, but I'm definitely not a hater. And once again, it doesn't say on the label, but I'm pretty certain this is the 1 in 25 variant for issue 12. But again, why would it be on the label? So yeah, that's quite a good one. I recently picked one of these up raw. I believe from Slab City Comics. I got it on auction at a very good price. I was very stoked to add that to my own collection, but Sarah has it in a nice 9.8. I'm getting through these a lot quicker now. The original take, I think I spent a lot more time going through these slabs, but now I'm not in a good mood because I have to refilm. This next one, as I mentioned in the first take, which you hadn't seen, Sarah bought this, I thought, she told me, because it reminded her of me. So Sarah's a big Spider-Gwen fan. She loves Spider-Gwen. And then this is Spider-Gwen issue number 32. It is the Unknown Comic Books variant, so it must be an exclusive. And as you can see, what would make her think of me from this cover? I don't know why, but she's wearing a half red, half black hood, and it happens to be on the right side. Usually when people have half red, the red's on the right side, but not me and not Spider-Gwen, we're on the red, on the left, sorry. So yeah, originally I thought that's what she told me, but I just found out again in my first take of this video, the cover art on this is actually by Bengal. Bengal is actually the husband of Ryan Gonzalez. I believe I'm correct there in saying that. I'm pretty sure Bengal is Ryan Gonzalez's husband. Again, if I'm incorrect, Sarah, if you watch this, let me know. So now I'm unsure if she bought it because of me, or if it was because of Bengal, or maybe she bought it because of me and then found out later it was Bengal. Bonus. This next one is in an old CGC case, and it is a yellow label and has a ton of signatures. I don't have anything like this. The only multi-signature book that I've got in my collection is the first book I showed in this video, which was the Jenny Frison and Scotty Young signed book. This is Gotham by Midnight issue 1, and it's signed by a massive chunk of the cast from the Gotham TV series. Before I even met Sarah, Sarah's always been a huge, huge fan of the Gotham show. I think when she saw this, it kind of blew her mind. She was like, I'm pretty sure I need this in my collection. There's like a ton of signatures on there. It does say on the label all the surnames of the people, but I don't know any of them, so I won't go through that. But I mean, what, 1, 2, 3, it's like 9 or 10 signatures on there. That's a pretty cool slab to have if you're a Gotham fan. Next one here is probably my favorite Jenny Frison cover from her. It's a bit dusty. What's going on, Sarah? My favorite Jenny Frison cover from her Catwoman series of covers that she did. This is issue number 26. Catwoman, obviously, and a bunch of her feline friends. Both Sarah and I are big cat people. So That cover's amazing. So some of these slabs, again, as I mentioned in my first take, I didn't know Sarah had some of these slabs. So this one here, I just think I forgot. I think I kind of loosely remember her getting this one, but that's a great one for Frizzen fans. Next one is one that I bought Sarah as a gift. I can't remember if it was for a birthday present or a Christmas present, but again, as I mentioned, Sarah loves Spider-Gwen. This is Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue 1, and I believe this is just a standard variant. I'm pretty sure it's just like a B cover or something like this. The reason I never really saw this cover until I bought it for Sarah is because this series came out, I think, in 2018. So back then, when this book came out, I wasn't actually a cover buyer back then. I really just bought the A covers to read. Variant covers were whatever to me back then. So I think this flew under my radar. I probably didn't even take notice of it back then, but it's a great cover, and have no doubt if this came out, you know, today, I probably would have picked it up. But nice cover. I thought I'd pick that one up for Sarah as a gift because I thought she'd like that. She is a fan of Art Germ's work as well, so that's a nice one there. And this one here, I did not know that she had up until about half an hour ago when I filmed the first take, or an hour ago. This is Something's Killing the Children issue 4, Unlocked Retailer Edition, it says here. Thanks for giving us some information on it, CGC, so there's that. Now, one of my collecting goals potentially for 2025 is I'm thinking about trying to complete the Something's Killing the Children run. I won't get into the story of why I don't have it from the beginning, but just because these books were stupid expensive when I first started to gain interest in it. So I read this in trade, but you know, prices have kind of come down on most things now. So maybe next year I'll try to acquire some of those earlier issues. I think it's the first 8 issues or so are all really expensive because they're like a really low print run. Here's some more Something's Killing the Children. Now, I'll show you this one first. This is issue 1. This is the copy of issue 1 that I have, and mine's also in a slab. Mine is not a 9.8 though, mine's a 9.6, but if you look at the book, it looks exactly the same. So this is obviously a classic Jenny Frizzen cover from this series. And again, it says the Unlocked Retailer Edition, but I believe it was a ratio as well. I'm pretty sure this was meant to be like a 1 in 25 maybe. So yeah, absolute killer cover there. And then you've got this one which came later, issue 16, which I think is the first issue that I jumped on board. Or no, anyway, it was 15 or 16 when I jumped on to Something's Killing Children and started buying the single issues. And that is pretty much paying homage to this one, but it's like a younger Erica Slaughter. So yeah, I can't really remember Sarah getting that one too. So yeah, Sarah's got a lot of Something's Killing Children slabs that I kind of forgot that she had. We're nearly at the end. So there's 2 slabs left to show you. And this next one was a biggie. So this is probably the biggest book in Sarah's collection. And there's a whole thing when she first got it. She bought it off eBay at a really good price. She got it sent to our friend Tyler from Whack Comics. Tyler sent it to CGC. CGC sent it back to Tyler. Tyler sent it to us. And there was just a big, once it arrived in Australia, we had to pay, well, Sarah had to pay money to pick up this slab when it arrived here. It was ridiculous. There's actually a lost video that I filmed of that unboxing. Tyler sent us a bunch of stuff, including this slab, which one day maybe Sarah will give me the memory card and I'll maybe release it for members only. But Sarah, obviously being a 9.8 snob, was really hoping for a 9.8. I was really doubting this book would get a 9.8 when I looked at some of the pictures of it. Sarah was not extremely pleased that it came in at a 9.4. And that is the only non-9.8 slab that she has in her collection. But obviously she's not going to get rid of it. It's obviously a big book. First appearance of Spider-Gwen, or as it says on the label, I think it says first appearance of the new Spider-Woman, Gwen Stacy. It's like, okay. But yeah, obviously a big book there, and can't really complain. Look, yeah, great. Look, you're not going to complain having that book in your collection. So yeah. And then the last slab I will show you. Some of you long-time viewers who used to watch both Sarah and I when when I was doing this week's comic haul may remember a little conversation that we had. I think it's weird because I'd like to know that I've got my collection and you've got your collection. I was basically saying that I don't think that couples should share collectibles. Sarah was like saying, why not? And I was like, because it's dumb. And then this happened. I was fighting to not share this collectible. I was like, I want my own. Bullshit. I want my own copy. Bullshit. No. I wanted my own copy, but then she said, if we put our money together, we could get this, which is like a better version of what you want, you idiot. And I was like, ugh. I said, okay. So we ended up splitting this slab. It was our first, and I think it's still our only shared collectible. So I did want my own copy of this, but you know, whatever. It just sits on one of our shelves in the kitchen on display for all to see. This is a Jenny Frison cover, surprise, surprise. Sandman Universe Nightmare Country issue 1. The original book to this was a 1:100 ratio, I believe, which is a super expensive book. At the time, I reckon it was probably going for about $700–800. I don't know what it goes for these days, but people were paying $700 to $800 for this book. This is not that book. This is the Mexican foil variant, which I think is better. Not because it's foil. I've said many a times that foil doesn't necessarily make a cover better. Just because it's foil doesn't mean it's more desirable than the non-foil. But sometimes it's done right like this. So that is the beautiful cover there of Death. And this one here, the reason I love this and why I actually prefer this over the original is because the foil is in all the right places. So I don't know if you're able to tell on the camera, but there's foil on the skull there, there's foil on her ankle, however you say it, or a necklace thing. And there's actually foil just in her eyes. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. But the foil is just in all the right places. It's not the entire cover is foil. So I really liked how they did this. And the fact that we have this in our collection is fine. So yeah, that's a beautiful book. And I'm glad that we did that. So that's Sarah's graded comic book collection. If you like this video and you want me to do my collection and you want me to do my CGC rant video, let me know in the comments, because I need people to encourage me to want to do it, because I've got plenty to say about graded comic books and how I won't even get into it. I'll save it for the video if I make it. If you want to support the channel, give this video a like, leave a comment, let me know what your favorite cover that Sarah had in her collection was. And if you're new to the channel, if you want more comic book content, I'll leave one of my playlists in the description below. But do check out my homepage and check out the playlist tab, because I've got something for everyone, and hopefully you'll find something there that tickles your fancy. Until next time, I'm SimpleSimon. Tell your friends and keep it simple. Sarah has recently asked, hey, why don't we split this? And it's like, I feel odd splitting a thing like a comic book, going halves in a comic book or going halves in a statue or something. To me, I just feel like it's weird. I don't know why. It's kind of like when Milhouse and Bart, they went halves in a comic book. It didn't work out. The comic book ended up perishing. But I don't know, you guys let us know. I think it's weird because I'd like to know that I've got my collection and you've got your collection. As far as books that we share, it's just like, all right, if we're sharing this Frison Vampirella, can I post it on Instagram first? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.